So we're going to be talking all about how to specifically upload your project, your proposal, your issue brief on the Reviewr website. Okay. Oops. Oh, I'm not sharing it. Wait. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Okay. A step-by-step guide. Before uploading, there's a few things that I want you to keep track of. Make sure your proposal is ready to go. So make sure you've checked grammar and spelling throughout. Make sure you don't have any of those apparent errors. Make sure you have all the required sections. That is a great way for your proposal or issue brief to be disqualified, is if you don't have one of the sections or you don't have all of the pieces together. Check your page limits. So you need 3 to 4 pages for an issue brief and then 6 to 15 for a proposal. And that is not including the title page, the references page, or the appendix or appendices. Okay, it does not include those, just content. And then make sure you have the correct number of citations. This is a big thing, and a big reason why proposals and issue briefs get disqualified is you don't have enough citations or they're not cited correctly. So for an issue brief, you need 3 citations. 2 of them have to be secondary and 1 of them has to be primary. Um, and I say at least 2 and at least 1. And then for a proposal, you need 8 of them. At least 7 have to be secondary, and at least 1 of them has to be a primary source as well. And then another thing, acknowledgments. So when you're uploading, you will need to acknowledge somebody that helped you on your project. Someone who provided advice, maybe provided information or support um, for your proposal, and you'll have to put in their information and explain how they helped you um, on the project. Pretty straightforward. So now we're going to go now that's before you upload. Now you're ready to upload. What do we do? You will go to this website right here, myreviewr.com/site/QLI underscore INO 2025. You'll need to create an account if you don't already have one. And then once you begin your submission, you will be able to save and log out, but there is a time limit. So do not just start and then walk away from your computer and go down the block for some food. Save and log out if you want to leave and do something. You can start it, run to the bathroom, come back, but don't start it, run to Mr. Softy's and get some ice cream and then come back. Um, Make sure you're saving it if you're leaving the house or the apartment. Um, and then your QLI proposal or issue brief must be submitted before Monday, April 21st at 5:30 p.m. That's very important. So it has to be before, and I'd recommend it be even earlier because you think everybody is going to be on at that day, just in case you want to get your stuff submitted. Um, so prepare early, prepare in advance. And if you have any difficulties, like technical difficulties, you can always email me. You can email the people at Reviewr. Your teacher should be there as well and can help you um, if they've done it in the past. But definitely reach out to me, reach out to the Reviewr. In the website, there is a little icon on the bottom right, which is like their AI assistant, and that connects to the platform's technical support team as well. So helpful. I would highly recommend that as well. Okay, so now we're going to go step by step as if you just clicked this link right here. So it'll pop up this page. And if you have an existing account, log in. If you don't, create an account. And then what do we do next? Step 2, once you're in with your account, it will look like this. You start with your school information. So I did this on my own. I go to fake school name. My teacher's name is fake teacher name. Are you a team or an individual? If you're a team, you'll put your team members' names um, in another section. The submission type proposal or issue brief, proposal title, and then your name, last name, and so on and so forth. Okay, so just basic information in this part of it. Now, step 3, we click next at the bottom. This is your acknowledgement. So you need at least one of them, but you can provide up to 3. Okay, so this is the person that supported you, that assisted you, gave you advice during this project, anything at all. So you'll put their first and last name, job title, and telephone number and email. And then you'll describe how they supported you and how they helped you. And then you click next at the bottom. And that brings us to the acknowledgements. So you have to check and acknowledge that you've done all of these things. And once you check all of them, you hit next and you'll be able to move on. But these are best practices for the project. But acknowledge that you had at least 2 people proofread. Acknowledge that you have not written your name, your teammates' names, or your school name anywhere in the uploaded proposal or issue brief. So you need to redact or mark in black highlight your name, your teacher's name, your school's name, your teammates' names anywhere on the proposal. They cannot exist in your proposal. They can't even exist in the appendices. If you send emails to people, you have to redact your name there as well and your email address as well. So make sure you do that. If you do not, then your document may get disqualified. Where was I? Oh, included a title page. Make sure you have a title. Included the date and quality of life innovations. We talked about that setup in the last webinar. You can review it on YouTube. You placed your title in the upper right-hand corner of every page. You cited 8 different sources in the body of the proposal. And if you select issue brief, it'll change. These will change for you. So it would say cited 3 different sources in the body of the issue brief. Correctly use MLA or APA throughout. Labeled each section clearly. Included a list of sources on the reference page. Included the citations in the body of the proposal. Arranged all sections in the correct order. Your proposal is no less than 6 and no more than 15 pages. Numbered the appropriate pages. Sorry, you have page numbers starting at the summary page. That's what that means. The background research section doesn't exceed 4 pages and included all sections as outlined in pages 7 through 14 of the student manual. I believe there's one more that I added that says followed the correct protocol for conducting research outlined by my school and the Department of Education. So you'll check that as well. And then you hit next. So once you check them all, you hit next, and that brings you to this page. Da, 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 da. The upload page. So this is where you need to have prepared a PDF or a Word doc of your proposal or issue brief. You'll click upload, and that'll pull up this pop-up. Your computer shouldn't have a problem, but if pop-ups are blocked, then there may be an issue with this being blocked here. So if you run into an issue of you're clicking upload and nothing is happening, check the pop-up blocker on your browser. But I've been using not Microsoft, Google Chrome, and it worked well for uploading and submitting. So you'll choose your file, you'll name your file. I would just copy and paste your proposal title there. And then you click upload and save. And then it's done. You'll hit next, and that brings you to the e-signature. And this is just you certify that your document is an original work, has not been plagiarized. You did not use ChatGPT to write it. And you did not get somebody else to write it for you. Your research findings are accurately reported and not made up by ChatGPT, you, or somebody else. Um, and so on and so forth. So you can read through that entire thing if you would like. You put your name and your first and last name, and then the date. And then oh, you click submit. And note that once you submit, you will not be able to edit your application. So at this point, you can still save and log out that button at the top left. But if you click submit, then that's done. You're done. And oh, I just said this. You put your first and last name and the date, and you click submit. And then it'll pop up this here. Click here to submit your application. Uh, and ta-da! And you submitted your application. Thank you for participating in the 2025 QLI competition. You have one final task. I know, so much to ask for. But I said it at the Innovator Summit where everybody is a scientist. I'm a scientist. I'm always collecting data. And so this form that I want you to fill out is the student post survey, and it gives me some insight about your experience through this program, what you learned, what skills you gained, and how you think we can do better next year. And I think that's really important is when you go through these programs, you go through these competitions, have these experiences, reflecting on your experience over the entire year or the entire period is super important. And it can help you to build upon the skills and to recognize the skills that you yourself have gained, and that can help you better communicate these skills that you now have if you're going into a job interview or if you're going into a college interview. You'll be able to better communicate from this program. I developed this, and my project is a representation of these skills. So this is hopefully for your benefit as well. Hopefully you see it that way, but it's a reflective piece and it helps me learn about what I can do better, what Wise can do better next year from your feedback. So once you're on this page, you'll just click this link and it'll take you to the Google form. I'm not going to lie and tell you it's quick. It's three different sections with a few questions. So it may take about 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, hopefully. Um, but yeah, and then if you have any questions or concerns, you can always email me, jwilliams@wise-ny.org. Um, And then what do we do next? We celebrate. Yay, you've made it to the end of the competition. Woo! You have done it. You have submitted your proposal. You have submitted your issue brief. You are finished. And now we just have to wait. And after the April 21st deadline, the very next day, your proposals and issue briefs go into judging. Um, and it shouldn't be too long. It should just be about 3 to 4 weeks until you find out your placement in the competition. If you're a semifinalist, if you're a finalist, um, and that is it.